Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome back to our latest game of Global 40. It's 11:48 Boston time. The code word is Bermuda Triangle. And as always, this is a zoomed-in picture of the mess I always create prior to taking my turn and then deconstruct for the reasons that you're probably tired of hearing about it, but we do have people watching us on YouTube, and I'd like to see this become a general practice. Anyway, I set up a battle board for France. We'll get to that later. However, prior to that, we're going to start, as always, with the least consequential battles that we can find, and let's get this in order. Man, that looked a lot better a minute ago when I set it up. Anyway, we'll put it here. You got the gist of things, and we'll make sure we got the whole board. Okay, so we are going to be starting. I'm buying 10 men for Germany. I'll place that. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Anyway, the first order of business, again, least consequential actions, I would say, is Yugoslavia. I'm going to bounce into Yugoslavia with 6 men, 2 artillery, and 1 man from Romania with the intention of withdrawing. You're all familiar with this strategy, I'm sure. So we have 4 men at 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 2 men and 2 artillery at 2s. 1 hit, 2 hits, and then we have a additional man from Romania at 1. So 2 hits. All right, now you got 5 guys at 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 hit, 5. So you got 1 hit on me. I'm going to kill this man, and there are 2 taken away. I can't stay. It's just, you don't want to screw that up. So there are 3 men remaining in Yugoslavia. Okay, so I'm going to mark that with 3 chips. Now, the next order of business, I would say, is Normandy. We're coming in with 1 man, 1 artillery, and 1 tank from Holland. So that's 2 at 2s, 1 hit, and 1 at 3 or less. That's 2 hits. You cleaned up. Now you have 2 at 2s to defend, and you rolled a 5 and a 4. So no casualties in Normandy. I hope my fate is as fortunate in the coming battles from here. The tighter of the 2 would be southern France. That's why we put it off. So we're going to come in with 1 mech from western and 1 tank from greater southern. They're meeting up in northern and then blitzing into southern France. So we have 1 at 1. And then a tank, he rolled a hit. So I got 1 hit on you, and now you have 2 at 2s. You got a 1 and a 4. So we're exchanging hits. 1 mech is dead, and I'm assuming 1 infantry for the French is dead. The tank at 3 or less misses, and you defend, and you missed. The tank at 3 or less misses, you defend, and you missed. The tank at 3 or less hits, and you defend at a 4. So, beautiful. That worked out exactly the way I had envisioned. Anyway, that's done. We are now at 3 minutes and 19 seconds in the video. Bermuda Triangle, I hope I said that. Yeah. Let's see. The next thing, we're putting France off until last. We're going to get slaughtered here. I brought in 1 sub to 109, and you scrambled a bunch of fighters. So, my 1 sub, which can only hit a boat, rolls a 3 and missed. You have a destroyer defending, and you got a 1. You killed me. So, I'm dead without any further ado. Now, we'll go to 110. You did not scramble in 110. We have 2 subs at 2. No hits. We have 1, 2, 3 fighters at 3. 1 hit. 1 hit. We have 3 tactical bombers at 4. There's 3 hits altogether. 1 more tack. And then a strap. 4 hits. So we got 4 hits on you. That's all this battle requires. 2 on your battleship, and then 1 on the others. So you have 2 cruisers at 3 or less. You got a 2 and a 1. You did well, and you have a battleship, and that's a 6. So you got 2 hits. My subs are gone, and 110 is cleared without any loss of aircraft. I would love to repeat that phrase. We are now at 4:36 in the video, and we're going to move up to 111. We have you scrambling 1 fighter. So I have 2 subs at 2. I got 1 hit. I'm going to mark that down with a red die. I have 1 fighter at 3. That's a miss. I have a tactical at a 4, missed, and a strategic at he rolled a 1. So that's 2 hits against you. You now have to defend. You have a destroyer at 2 or less, missed. You have a cruiser at 3 or less, hit. You have a battleship, rolled a 5. That's a miss. And you have a plane at 4. And you rolled a 6. So you got 1 hit on me, and I got 2 on you. I'm going to kill 1 sub, and I got 2 on you. I'm assuming you're going to take your destroyer, and then 1 hit on your battleship. That seems to be the universally sensible thing to do, so I'm thinking that's a pretty safe bet. Going into round 2 of the battle in 111, we have 1 sub at 2 or less. He missed. We have 1 fighter at 3 or less. He missed. We have a tactical bomber, hit, and a strap, hit. It's a 1 and a 4. So we got 2 hits against you, and now you have to defend for your cruiser at 3. That's a hit. You have a battleship at 4. That's a hit. So you got 2 and I got 2, and you got a plane coming 2 as well. You got 3 and I got 2. So I got to kill 2 of my things. It's going to be a sub. Oh, 3 of my things. A sub. Ah, that hurts. A plane and a tactical bomber. And you have 2 hits. I'm assuming it's going to be your cruiser, definitely. And you have to choose here between a wounded battleship and a fighter. I'm going to assume you're going to kill the fighter. If you want to change that, we can rectify it in private group chat thereafter. So that is done. And now I have 1 bomber against 1 thing at 4. I have no choice. I have to try to kill you. So my bomber rolled a 3 and hit, and then you rolled a 1 and hit. So it doesn't matter what you decided to save. All things are dead in 111, including the forces I brought in. That's unfortunate. Anyway, the next order of business is going to be Paris, right? Yeah, that's all we got left. So I'm going to zoom this in. We're at 7:09 in the film, and I'm going to get this a little bit sideways so that we can all follow along with greater ease. And maybe zoom in this out a little bit would help. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is we're bringing 2 planes in, 1 fighter and 1 tac. You have an AA gun. You rolled a 4 and a 6. Did that show up? Yes. All right, so no hits there. So now I got 4 men and 3 mechs at 1. 2 men, 4 men, 1 hit, 3 mechs. 1 hit so far. Now we have 4 at 2s. There's 1 more hit. 2 more hits. We're at 3 hits with you so far. We have 4 tanks. 1 more hit. 2, 3 more hits. A fighter and attack. 4 more hits. 4 plus 3 is 7, according to my math. So we have 7 hits on you, and you now have to defend. You're going to go ahead. That's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you lost all your men and your AA gun. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at 2s. 1 hit. 3 hits. Is 6. Still 3 hits. Here's 8. Still 3 hits. So you got 3 hits so far. And now you got 2 tanks at 3 or less. 2 more hits. So you got 5. And now you have a fighter as well. And that hits as well. 6. So I got you 7. You got me 6. Your 7 are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those guys are done. I have to kill 6. I'm going to kill 1, 2, 3, 4 men. 2 more things need to die, and I might get greedy here. As a matter of fact, I'm certain about it. I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to kill 2 men, despite the fact that they have a combined arms capability that's in my favor. All right, coming in again. Next round, 3 at 1s. 1 hit. 1 hit. So 1 hit so far. We have 2 at 2s. Still 1 hit. 4 tanks. 1 more hit. 2 more hits. A fighter. Missed and a tac. So that's 2 more hits on top of that. So it's 3 altogether. You're going to lose 2 artillery and a tank of whatever persuasion we see fit. So you have to defend 2 at 2. No hits. 2 at 3. 1 hit and your fighter. 2 hits. So you lost this and I have to kill 2 things. And at this point, it's going to be 2 artillery. Okay, so I still have 3 mechanized, 4 tanks, 1 fighter, and 1 tac. We're at 10:05. So 3 mechanized at ones, 1, 2, 3, 1 hit, 4 tanks, 1, 2. That's 2 hits. That's everything. You're cleaned up. You got a tank, it missed, and a fighter. That hit. So I will lose a mech. So Paris has been taken. I have a remainder of 2 mechanized, 4 tanks, 1 fighter, and 1 tactical bomber. That's it. I'm taking, let's see. It's getting late in this video, 10:37. However, that's it for combat. So France is cleaned up. I have 2 mechanized divisions in there, 4 tanks. Everything else here is dead. And Normandy's done. Northern France is done. I'm going to land everything that I told you I was going to land in Holland. As far as the Eastern Front is concerned, it's not a huge priority because I'm not declaring war. I'm going to go ahead and move my cruiser and my transport into 113. I'm going to move all the men that I have in Berlin into Poland. All the artillery into Poland. The AA guns are going into Poland as well. The 2 aircraft that went in on the invasion in Paris, they're landing in Holland. Everything is landing in Holland, with the exception of the dead that are now floating at the bottom of the sea. Just a quick look. I believe that's it. Oh yeah, Germany's going into Finland, naturally, so that's going to turn into 4 men. Bulgaria is pro-Axis, so I'm going to go and 1, 2 into, or do I have to occupy it? I think I do. So I'm going to go into Bulgaria and I'm going to pick up those 4 men as well. That appears to be Germany's turn. I'll be placing 10 men in, oh geez, I can't leave Weston empty now, can I? That would be just irresponsible. Yeah, we don't want to go doing that. So I'm going to put, you know what, I got plenty of time. I'm going to go ahead and put 10 men in Western Germany. What do I care? I got time. All right, the video is 12:26. Gentlemen, a pleasure.